The past is a place of reference, not residence, and your power to create lives only in the present moment. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about why yesterday's weight doesn't belong in today's journey. Enjoy. There's a weight you carry that doesn't belong to you anymore. It's the weight of yesterday's mistakes, yesterday's missed opportunities, yesterday's words you wish you could take back. You've been carrying it so long that it feels like part of you. But it's not. It's time to set it down. Right now, in this moment, you have a choice that can change everything. You can continue to let yesterday define today, or you can choose to step into this moment with clean hands and an open heart. The past has already given you its gifts, the lessons, the wisdom, the strength you didn't know you had. Now it's time to let it go. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why holding on to yesterday is stealing from your today. And you'll have practical tools to release what no longer serves you, so you can fully embrace the possibilities that are waiting for you right now. We are creatures of story, and too often, we get stuck in chapters that have already been written. We replay conversations that ended months ago. We rehearse different outcomes for situations that can never be changed. We carry guilt for decisions we made with the information we had at the time, forgetting that we are not the same person who made those choices. But here's what I want you to understand. Yesterday exists only in your memory now. It has no power except the power you give it. Every moment you spend reliving what was is a moment stolen from what could be. Every ounce of energy you pour into wishing things had been different is energy that could be creating something beautiful right now. Think about a plant that's trying to grow. If it kept all of its old leaves, even the ones that were damaged or diseased, it would never have the energy to produce new growth. Nature teaches us that letting go isn't loss, it's liberation. It's making space for what wants to emerge. The same is true for you. Those mistakes you made, those opportunities you missed, those relationships that didn't work out, they served their purpose. They taught you what you needed to learn. They showed you who you are and who you want to become. But now, they're old leaves, and it's time to let them fall so new growth can happen. I know this isn't easy. Sometimes we hold on to yesterday because it feels safer than facing the uncertainty of today. Sometimes we cling to our regrets because they feel like proof that we care, that we're good people who feel bad about our mistakes. Sometimes we replay our failures because we think if we just analyze them enough, we can somehow change them. But here's the truth. You cannot heal in the same environment that wounded you, and you cannot create a new future while you're living in the past. The energy you're using to carry yesterday's burdens is the same energy you need to build tomorrow's dreams. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending things didn't happen or that they didn't matter. It means integrating the lessons without carrying the weight. It means honoring what was, while making space for what is and what could be. Start by acknowledging what you've been carrying. Maybe it's guilt over something you said in anger. Maybe it's regret over a path you didn't take. Maybe it's resentment towards someone who hurt you. Whatever it is, recognize that you've been carrying it, and that carrying it has cost you something. Now ask yourself, what would be possible if I set this down? What energy would be freed up? What dreams could I pursue? What relationships could I invest in? What version of myself could I become if I wasn't weighed down by what's already done? The practice of letting go is not a one-time event. It's a daily choice, sometimes a moment-by-moment choice. When you catch your mind drifting back to yesterday's regrets, gently redirect it to today's possibilities. When you feel the familiar weight of old guilt settling on your shoulders, consciously choose to set it down again. You can honor your past without being imprisoned by it. You can learn from your mistakes without being defined by them. You can acknowledge your regrets without letting them rob you of your joy. Today is a blank page. Yesterday's story has already been written, and tomorrow's story is still being imagined. But today, this moment, is where your power lives. This is where you get to choose who you are and how you want to show up in the world. The person you were yesterday did the best they could with what they knew and what they had. Thank them for the lessons they learned, forgive them for the mistakes they made, and then step forward into today as the person you are now, wiser, stronger, and free to create something new. Yesterday's weight doesn't belong in today's journey. Set it down, take a deep breath, and step into the lightness of this moment. Your future self is waiting. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.